This is section 3.1, problem number 3. Here we're trying to find the length of a line in fraction form that doesn't start at 0. So first we need to find out where both the start and the end points are. So we look to see where this starts at, and that is this line right here. We look to see where it ends at, that's this line right here. So the starting point ends up being 3/4. So we start at 3/4. We have our ending point here at 2.5. So we need to find the length of this line, which means we need to find out where the end point is and subtract the beginning point. And to do this, we need to draw on many of the skills we've used before. First, we need to convert this mixed number into a fraction. So we do that by multiplying the denominator by the front number and then adding what's in our numerator now. So that is, we're just going to do that off to the side here. 2 times 2, which is 4. And then we need to add the number that's in the numerator, which is 1. So that gives us 5. So this number can be converted into 5/2. 3/4 does not need to be converted. Now we have two fractions that we need to subtract, but they do not have the same denominator. So we need to convert them to have common denominators. We do that by multiplying by the denominator of the opposite one. So 5/2, we end up multiplying that times 4/4. 3/4, we multiply that times the denominator of the opposite one, 2/2. So when we multiply these first two together, we have 4 times 5, which is 20, over 4 times 2, which is 8. And we subtract from that 3 times 2, which is 6, over 4 times 2, which is 8. Now we have two fractions here, but we're subtracting. We need to change this into an addition problem. So we do that by moving this negative sign to the 6 and changing to addition. So we can rewrite this as 20/8 plus -6/8. Now we have the same denominator and we're adding. We can just add the numerators together. So we have 20 plus -6/8. We add these two numbers together and we end up with 14/8. Now lastly, with every one of these problems, we need to reduce. So we prime factor 14, we get 2 times 7. We prime factor 8, we get 2 times 2 times 2. We have a pair of 2's that exist in both the numerator and the denominator, so those can be canceled out. So we're left with 7/2 times 2, which is 4. So the length of this line that starts at 3/4 and goes to 2.5 is 7/4. We can also change this back into a mixed number. 4 goes into 7 one time. We're left with 7 minus 4, or 3/4 left over. So we can either leave this as 7/4 or 1 3/4.